In the original Scream, two bisexual weirdos become serial killers because they have mommy issues. In the fifth installment of Scream, also called Scream, I can't tell you what the issues are because it would ruin the movie, but two serial killers once again have issues. And they're going after family of one of the original killers. Before I get into that, let me remind you all that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash. I have water on my face. From the ocean every time I do that. So if you would like a cleaner, better world, comment on this video, dude. Help me out. Anyway, so yeah, Scream got dumped in January, and that's never a good sign. Because the original director has passed away, you now have a very generic movie that ignores some of the finer points of filmmaking, and that really hurts it. I mean, I watched this movie, there were scenes I was going, wait a minute, who is that? Because all the characters pretty much dress the same, all the women have the same color eyes, the same color hair, and are wearing a very similar outfit with a lot of black in it, you know, and it's like, okay, how do I distinguish between characters here? I mean, did you ever see 2001: A Space Odyssey? You ever notice how everybody has a different color spacesuit? Why do you think that is? So we know who is who. Why? Because it's a cast full of white people who are all in good shape, who are basically white people. Let's give them something, let's throw some color in there to make it make sense, all right? So it's like, yeah, you know, you're like, okay, that's Dewey. That's the hot chick Dewey banged from the first movie. And that's the chick from the first movie. And everybody else, I can't remember who the hell they are. I know those two chicks are sisters, but one of them's older than the other. And then there's Ghostface running around being a quasi-not supernatural serial killer. And I have to ask you a very basic question. Do you know anything about cops? Bullets or bulletproof vests? Because look, you could go out there and get yourself a bulletproof vest, and you can get yourself a top-notch one that can take 3 bullets and you can still walk around. But not 3 bullets that are being carried by an experienced police officer who is used to dealing with people that get up after you shoot them. I mean, there is a scene in there where, like, Ghostface takes 3 rounds, and, I mean, they're hits. They're not just glancing blows, and then he gets up at her, and it's like, look, Dewey is shooting. He may be Dewey. He's kind of a, you know, douche, at least in the first film, but he still is an experienced police officer who would be carrying rounds to stop somebody who's done a line of cocaine. Used to be, police officers carried larger firearms in order to stop people who do lines of cocaine. Now, Dewey, no longer a cop, would probably do the thing where he takes a regular slug, carves an X in the top, and makes it into a dummy, or a dum-dum round. So that when he fires it, that bullet is going to strike the bulletproof vest, flatten, transfer force, and crush Ghostface's organs so he's not getting up. This is what an experienced peace officer would do. Also, it's like Sidney Prescott. You know, you see in the commercial, I'm Sidney Prescott, of course I've got a gun. Dude, if you were Sidney Prescott, you would have a gun, a knife, pepper spray, a taser. You'd be like taking kickboxing. A Ghostface come up to you with that knife. You'd laugh at that dude. You'd flip the knife out of his hand, tie him in a pretzel, and then take a dump on his head. Ghostface is not that impressive. He's not Jason Voorhees. He can't take a baseball bat to the face and keep coming at you. He's just a dude wearing a dumb mask and maybe some armor. Itchy. So, again, how is Scream? Mostly it's a movie made for fans about the previous movies. It has some solid new elements. It has a lot of drab, boring elements. Really, if I were to read this script, or if I were to see this, I would tell them, go back and start over and make the characters more diverse, because it's really hard for me to remember who's who when everybody's wearing a black jacket and black pants. Anyway, did I find it entertaining? I found it okay. I would say you could put this on your watch list, but very low, if you're a fan of the franchise in itself. If you're not, this is a watch only if you're bored. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Comments below. I am Richard. Alright, humans. Randall the Rat here, and you can see I'm sporting some bling. I'm reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe so that Richard, the man that owns this channel, can buy this bling. And why would you do that? Because each one of these necklaces is from the Conqueror. And they represent 5 trees. 5 glorious trees that are full of birds and worms and other things that I love to eat, that Richard has paid to have planted. Yes, that's right. He walks, he buys these, they plant trees. So all you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe so Richard can afford to go places where he walks, where he can get medals like this and plant trees, and you could have a better, greener world. Isn't that worth it? So, lazy human on that computer, comment, like, and subscribe. Better world for you, better world for me, and maybe I won't eat your face! Randall out.